Hi there, welcome to I Alone Fly Tarot. For this next 12 zodiac sign series, I'm going to use the Kipper deck to get the start of our message anyway, and then we'll get some clarifiers on it to fill out the story of what might be going on in Cancer energy. And keep in mind, we all tap into Cancer energy. It's about, our emotions, about home and family. And some people use those energies because they want to build their life on love, hope, faith, and belief. And other people might use their home and family emotions out of selfishness or greed and to be emotionally manipulative. Maybe they have fear and insecurity about coming from the energy of love. So we'll see what's going on here. We're going to try to see what's going on with both people, depending on how different people use their Cancer energy. So, and for some, it could just be the struggle within you about which way do you go with your Cancer energy. Oh, Jiminy, we start out with the Thief card. Okay. Let's get maybe just two more. Once we get clarifiers on it, it ends up kind of being a long reading. So what else other than the Thief? Well, I guess a big thing would be don't let your own fear, insecurity, self-limiting beliefs steal from you. You deserve to have love and hope and faith and just and kind and fair and respectful relationships in your life. You deserve to treat yourself that way. Don't cheat yourself. Don't let other people come into your life. There's all sorts of people that would love for you to shower them with love and affection because you're probably very loving. And they would love to steal from you. They would love for you to enable their poor behavior, their selfishness, their greed. Mature woman. So I would view mature woman as someone who's emotionally mature, male or female. The females in the tarot decks represent just kind of our inner realm, our emotional, intuitive, creative realm. So someone out there is emotionally mature, male or female. And there is a thief who might be, well, hopefully a thief has learned to become mature and give up their thieving ways. We're not to get into relationships to steal from other people. Like, I want to take, and you just give, okay? One more card or so. Okay. Then we have Lovers, Toil, and Labor. And on the bottom of the deck, Great Fortune. Someone might want to steal from you because they see you're very abundant in lots of ways. And they would love to be in a love connection with you. They might be someone who more treats relationships like a job. They kind of create illusion in relationships. But if you would enable their poor behavior, their selfishness, their greed, their pride or ego, hey, yeah, let's get in a relationship. I'll work together with you, but they might not really be coming from the energy of love. And others of you, maybe being very intuitive in your Cancer energy, know that love is a free will choice. And if these people who are thieves haven't learned that, and they don't choose and make the free will choice to operate from the energy of love and hope and faith, then you might just keep moving forward, putting work and effort into your future. You maybe know that if you get in a relationship with a thief or your own shadow nature, our shadow side promises us the world. Come be a love relationship with me. Align with your shadow side. Align with fear, insecurity, self-limiting beliefs. We can accomplish our dreams. We'll have great fortune. But if you've learned enough lessons in life, that'll lead you to poverty, spiritually, emotionally, and otherwise, probably. And if someone approaches you promising you great fortune, if you want to come work together with them, maybe this thief has a lot of money, but they don't really want to operate from the energy of love. It's more like trying to bribe you with money, materialism, status, image, ego. You know that it would be like a job. You know, I mean, you might even like working with them to a degree, but, you know, spiritually, maybe it would leave you in poverty. So you're maybe going to take some time to kind of debate this in your own mind. Well, let's stop there. Let's go get some clarifiers. Tell us about the thief. Well, they might be single and abundant right now, and they want to take some passionate action towards you. Or, for some of you, you could have wanted to move forward in this positive way where people were willing to put in the work and effort to have great fortune, and that they needed to end a cycle of feeling like they didn't have enough, kind of lack mentality, and they needed to put in the work and effort to debate that within themselves to keep moving forward with you. And some of these people, you didn't realize maybe the person you were working with is a little bit on the shady side. And when there was someone who was single, who was stable and abundant, this person decided to go take action towards them, and they didn't move forward with you. That could be what's going on right now for some people. You didn't know that the person you thought, you know, that's why I have these mirrors here. People who are loving and kind and hopeful, they tend to view the world as being like themselves, you know. But really, the person you were operating with was more shadowy, maybe a little more selfish and greedy. And they maybe also think everyone's like them. And if someone maybe just wanted to become single to go be a player, or some of them wanted to take action towards somebody from more of an earthly nature, you know, more about money and materialism, and they don't want to become emotionally mature, you know. Instead of moving forward with you in a love connection where people put in work and effort to have true abundance in their life, following their dreams and their hopes and their passions from a higher perspective of hope and faith and belief, this person could kind of be a player. And so they decided to go take action towards someone else who was single and abundant. Tell us about the mature woman. And the thief is single, and they want you to come take action towards them, or they might be trying to come take action towards you. But they might be a player, they might be immature, here for here for a short time, or good time, not a long time. Tell us about okay, let's continue on with this. Tell us about the mature woman. We'll go see what the Knight of Wands has to say based on what direction they're heading. Well, okay, let's go ask now. For those people that Cancer energies could have been working with that went and took action instead of moving forward with loving Cancer energy in the past or presently, what were those people thinking when they took action towards someone else who was stable and abundant in the world? Could have been someone who is a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or who just someone who's single and very stable and abundant. They maybe were someone who kind of comes more from their mind, possibly a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, but who moved away from being emotionally brave and strong in their life, who maybe wanted to go towards someone who is stable and abundant out of their pride and ego in their Leo energy. Maybe because they're defensive, and they're defensive of moving forward in the energy of love and hope and faith, you know? Okay. What about for the ones who might now be single? The thief might be single again, and they might want positive, loving Cancer energies to come take sexual action towards them. What is this knight or this thief in their Knight of Wands energy thinking? They're thinking they want to have a new beginning to work together with you. And they want you to come towards them to have a new beginning and work together with them. Tell us about the mature woman. Well, maybe we should ask. You're dreaming of your future. You're protecting your future. You maybe are holding back from this person, this thief. You're looking at them. But you believe you have all the resources to manifest your dreams into reality, and you're protecting your future. You don't want these energies in your future in a negative sense. You don't want people in your future who are selfish, who are greedy, who are unwilling to work together, who are unwilling to move forward, could be stubborn, unwilling to open up, still cling to an old foundation, and they like to create illusion and manipulate people. You know, they're hoping that you still want to hold on to them. They're hoping that you still want to manifest with them. They're hoping that you'll make a judgment to still stay focused on them. But you positive people might be holding back from this person because you know they create illusion, they're manipulative, and you know we either build our life on love and hope and faith and following our dreams and trusting that the universe has a divine plan for life, or we're creating our life on something else, which is illusion. And you're going to make a final decision that, you know, you want people in your life who do believe that they have been given all the resources, which we all have. It just depends on if we believe it or not. That people who believe that they do have the emotional capability, the mental capability, the creative, inspired ability, and the time, energy, and effort to manifest their dreams into reality. And people who don't believe that, you know, maybe have that lack mentality, poverty mindset, and they don't believe in those things, or they just don't believe they can do it, or that they have the resources to do it. So they create illusions in relationships. So I think some of you positive people are making a judgment that you are going to hold back from that person. Tell us about the Lover's card. You are listening to your heart and intuition. I view the King of Cups as Cancer energy, and you are moving forward in your life. This person in your past might have been someone who presents the illusion of being loving, but you found out that internally they don't really come from the energy of love. They maybe rob themselves of thinking it's all about presenting an image of being loving, but not really coming from that energy inside. They're a thief. So you're moving away from that person because you want to have long-term, emotionally happy relationships with people, maybe a Pisces in particular, but someone who goes within to their emotions, their imagination, their creativity, to see life and themselves from a new perspective, who are enlightened. You know, that if people move forward in this way, like you're going to do, you know, you're enlightened about people who have inner conflict, people who are really competitive. You know, they like to compete with you to build up. You know, if you live your life from love and hope and faith and kindness and justice and fairness, you feel proud of yourself. You know, you feel confident in yourself. You feel self-empowered within yourself. You're not codependent on other people for your sense of emotional well-being or sense of stability and security. People, I think, who are kind of operate from shadow energy, they don't live their life that way, so they're not self-empowering themselves. And sometimes the way they feel self-empowered or feel powerful is by creating conflict and fighting in relationships, operating more from pride and ego. Disrupting and causing conflict for other people makes them feel powerful. So this person, well, we'll continue on with you. You're moving forward, listening to your heart. You want 10 of Cups happiness. You're detaching from that old foundation. You're taking time to tap into your emotions and everything, to see things from a new perspective, to deal with your own inner conflict. And if you had dealt with someone before who kind of took action towards someone else, they might have done that to kick up your competitive energy so you would stay in a relationship with them, that you would decide to hold on to them and live in the illusion that they like to live in. But you decided to move forward, and you're gaining insight and understanding about this person who wasn't very loving. If they go get in another relationship to try to cause you inner conflict, to make you feel like you need to compete for them, that you should quit moving forward in this confident, creative, inspired way and just live in the illusion they want to live in, that's not very loving. So you're taking careful time to consider what you're going to invest in, because you don't want to get in a relationship with someone because of them having caused competitive energy, that out of your own pride and ego, you're almost kind of tempted to go back and be in a relationship with them. We reap what we sow. If we get into a relationship out of fear, insecurity, that's what grows. Fear, insecurity. If we get into a relationship out of pride and ego, the pride and ego aspects will grow. If we want to be in a relationship that's loving and kind and respectful and generous, we need to be in relationships that are like that. And that's what people are focused on growing. So tell us about the toil and labor card. You may be putting in work and effort to work through the fact that this relationship with this person in the past didn't work out. Again, this person created an illusion with you. You thought it was all going to move forward. You thought people would detach from old foundations, listen to their heart, be willing to see things from new perspectives, to deal with their inner conflict and keep moving forward. But it ended up maybe that this person kind of is a thief and in relationships because they're always focused on the relationships of the past that didn't work out, which makes them unable to kind of live in the present moment and enjoy present moments because they're so focused on the relationships of the past that didn't work out. They're fearful. And you're working through that so you don't kind of get stuck in that same trap as them. And you're working to get yourself aligned and balanced within yourself, to live in the present moment instead of focusing on past relationships, to have hope and faith and belief in loving relationships in the present moment. And you know that as you stay focused in the present moment and hoping and dreaming of your future, that the energies will shift for you and you can have an inspired new creative beginning in your life. Your great fortune lies in your future, not in illusions of the past. If people in your past were reckless, immature, maybe all about pride and ego, defensive, living more from their mind and their heart, until these people learn their lessons and go through the same process you have, if you do get in a relationship with them, they're going to stay out of balance, and you're going to have to give, and enable their fear, their insecurity, their pride, their ego, their illusion. And you're not going to get the just and fair, reciprocal, loving, respectful relationship you deserve. As long as they're out of balance, if you're in a relationship with them, you're going to be enabling their poor behavior. And you'll be shortchanging yourself from the relationship you deserve to be in. If you keep moving forward, maybe it'll pull on this person to seeing how you've done it and how you overcame will maybe make them believe they can overcome. Because some people here, you're dealing with kids, parents, friends, neighbors, coworkers who right now are kind of in toxic energy. And if you keep saying, I'm not going to work with that type of energy, I'm not going to work with people who are immature and reckless, who operate from pride and ego, I'll let you have your win. Operate from your pride and ego. I'm still focusing on my things and I'm moving forward in my life. Not everybody's dealing with someone who's a past relationship. Some of you is just this relationship within yourself, you know? Am I going to be a thief or am I going to grow up? Which energy am I going to align with? Gemini, air sign energy about love and manifesting. Are we going to align with our Gemini nature that's more selfish, fearful, insecure, self-limiting beliefs, creating illusions? Or are we going to align with love and hope and faith and character and integrity? Which one are we going to align with? Are we going to put in work and effort, staying focused on regrets of the past? Or are we going to put work and effort to change and grow and move forward? What are we going to take creative inspired action towards? Which one aligns with the way we perceive ourselves? Which way do we think will bring us great fortune? You know, great fortune in Tarot land believes it's love and hope and faith and character and integrity, honesty, transparency, authenticity. Or are we not going to believe in ourselves? Are we going to lack confidence in ourselves and build our life on fear and insecurity? It's being debated in court right now. And for some of you, you've already chosen the positive path. You might have someone right now who wants you to take action towards them. Are you going to take action towards them? You know they operate from fear, insecurity, lack, fear of love, defensiveness. Do you think you can have great fortune with them? I mean, you might have financial abundance, you might have stability and security with them. But do you really want to keep putting up with their pride, their ego, their defensiveness, their immaturity, just to look like you were victorious? Because you regret there was a lot of good things maybe about working with this person, but because they maybe have a competitive nature and they're maybe prideful and stubborn, they could have gotten in another relationship just to prove a point that you have competition. That's not very loving. Hopefully, if you keep moving forward, some of these other people, they have a choice to make. It'll make them decide, what am I going to do? Am I going to keep living life the way I am, or am I going to choose to do what the positive cancers have done? Am I going to follow my dreams, my wishes? Am I going to emotionally mature? Am I going to hold back from being manipulative and deceptive? Am I going to believe I can manifest my dreams? What is the judgment I am going to make in this court case of life within my own brain? You know, some people might have that choice in love right now. It's like, well, I could create the illusion that I'm loving, or that I love the person I'm getting into a relationship with, but I might be getting into a relationship with that person because of great fortune, and I lack confidence in myself and believing I can manifest my own great success. I have lack mentality. So I'm going to go towards someone. Some people might go towards someone just out of pride and ego, deciding, you know what, because I don't think I have enough, or I don't think I have the resources, I'm going to go believe that my wish fulfillment will be from operating from my pride and ego, and I'm going to stay there. Maybe some people are going to walk away from people who are loving, and they've decided, I think I'll be happy operating from my pride and ego. It'll cause a lot of people a lot of conflict and fighting. But I don't want to put in the work and effort. Some people could really be in shadow and they're like, I'm going to put a lot of work and effort into causing all those other people regret that they ever wanted to move forward. I'm just going to go take impulsive, reckless action towards anybody I want. In my thief energy, I'm going to try to steal as much power and sense of power by taking action towards anyone who's single And these people in my life that wanted to move forward in a positive way, I'm going to be stuck in my pride and ego. And I hope by me getting in these random relationships, going to cause them a lot of inner conflict. People can only cause you inner conflict as long as you let it cause you inner conflict. And when this person realizes it doesn't cause you any more inner conflict, they'll realize all their work was for nothing, that they are still the one who is left dealing with their regret because everyone else moved on and took creative inspired action. And all their sense of feeling empowered and so powerful that they thought they were leaving other people feeling impoverished and like they were left behind, that the only one truly left behind was them. Someone might want to approach you hoping you want to hold on to them. Some of them might come make you an offer saying they feel left out in the cold from having a happy family with you. Hopefully, they're not creating an illusion because they want someone else that they had gotten into a relationship with before to feel stuck and have inner conflict and feel competitive for the fact that this person came back and invested in you. And they're hoping that because you still have regret that things didn't work out with this person, that you'll turn your back on moving forward and that you'll decide to take maybe intimate action with them again. They know that if they haven't changed, that even though it might look very stable and abundant by worldly standards or you won, they know they still have lack mentality. They're still debating things in their head. You know, when you choose love and hope and faith and belief, you don't have to keep debating things really in your head. It's like it's either that or it's not. Some other people who are a thief might approach someone else, not you. Because when they dream of the future, it's always to be based just like the past because they're defensive of moving forward. They have mental conflict. They have an energy of wanting to win at all costs. And there might be someone they want to hold on to because they are being selfish and greedy and they are creating an illusion. And they've decided they're a thief. There's someone in their life that might be a mature woman who has great fortune. And they're thinking, I want to go be in a relationship with that person, to get in a love relationship with them. Because financially, I feel left out in the cold. And that mature person could be you. Be careful. Or you're watching this play out. You're maybe already past all this. You're already moving forward. This is just someone else you know in their relationship. This person could make an offer to become a lover to that person because they were left out in the cold from a happy family who moved forward. And they're acting out of pride and ego and they want to cause that conflict and fighting, or because out of unwilling to see things from any other perspective, and they're a Seven of Pentacle person, someone who really focuses on stuff. It's all about the 3D world and they're very competitive in the 3D world, wanting to look successful. By worldly standards, they're going to either this female or this emotional person, could be a female, approach someone else who's single, wanting them to be in a relationship with them because they're creating an illusion, or the thief is communicating with this emotional person to create an illusion. For some reason, they were left out from a happy family. They're unwilling to see life from a different perspective. They're very competitive in the 3D world. And maybe both of them or one of them is just going to treat this relationship like a job. If this is where we got to work, relationships are just about, building stability and security. I'll go take intimate action with that person. I have regrets of things that didn't work out in the past, but I'm going to move forward. And they think that moving forward in this deceitful manner will bring them great fortune. Like maybe that will help cover up the fact that they were left out in the cold because somebody took it to court, maybe divorced them. And if this person was unwilling to debate it within their own mind, to step forward in their own life, to step up in a relationship and get aligned within themselves, the marriage card can be about just getting aligned within themselves emotionally and tapping into their emotions and everything in order to move forward in life with expectation that they could follow their dreams and transform their life. If they weren't willing to do that, then some other people who do believe in love and happiness and, following their dreams and see things from a new perspective, it could have caused this person inner conflict about doing that. Because they don't know maybe if their dreams in the 3D realm of wealth and status would come from that. That's just not how they've lived their life. And maybe they don't have that hope, faith, and belief that it would. So some of them, they either have possibly a woman approaching them because they're single and they want this person to stay here. Don't move forward in this way. Don't listen to your heart and intuition. Don't detach from this old foundation. Don't head towards a happy family. Don't see things from a new perspective. Don't deal with your competitive nature and your inner conflict. Don't put in work and effort to deal with the regrets of the past and move forward in your life and take creative, inspired action, because I'm not. So I want you to stay in this kind of shadow thief energy with me. Some of you had somebody already leave, or going to have somebody leave because they're not willing to move forward in this positive way. For some people, they could have taken action towards this third party thinking it was going to lead to great fortune. They got in a relationship with that person. They were dreaming of all that was going to happen, but the person they got in a relationship with held back from them. That person had created an illusion. And then that person could have ended things with them. And now this person is wondering what to invest in. They've been left out in the cold from a happy family because they operated from pride and ego, were competitive, and there's been a lot of conflict and fighting. And the person they went and got in a relationship left them out in the cold because the person who tempted them into a relationship maybe wanted them to leave their happy family out in the cold. Maybe the person who tempted them away is very competitive. They didn't like the fact that this person and the relationship they were in were going to move forward and have this happy, wonderful life. So they tempted this person into a relationship, and the people who fell for it, they got flamboozled. Once they left the happy family, decided to operate from pride and ego to cause conflict and fighting so that they could go get in this other relationship, the person they got in a relationship with held back from them. They didn't give them the great fortune they thought they were going to get. And that's kind of like what our shadow side, our fears, our insecurity, our pride and ego tries to tell us we can have the world by living our life that way, but it's a lie. This person listened to somebody who promised them the world. When this person turned on their own loving nature, no longer decided to have hope and faith in their dreams, that they thought they could get their dreams to come into reality by getting into a relationship with someone based on selfishness and greed or laziness, not having to emotionally mature, the universe taught them a lesson. So now they're kind of stuck. Do I go in a relationship, maybe approach that person again who might be coming around again saying, well, since you've been left out from the happy family and I dumped you, are you going to come be with me? But, oh, I'm going to operate from my pride and ego. It's going to be all about me. It's all my perspective. I'm very competitive. If you're going to invest in me, enjoy. Maybe now I'll give you some of my resources, but I'm going to be the boss. I'm going to operate from my pride and ego. This relationship will be a lot of toil and labor, and you will be in regret. But we can move forward if you want to take passionate action towards me, because you want that great fortune I promised you. Some other people could have held back from this other person because they got into it just for illusion. They wanted to cause the people that wanted in their life that wanted to move forward in a positive manner for them to feel stuck and feel competitive. And they were hoping that if they got in that relationship, that the people that were loving in their life would feel left out in the cold, that there's no longer a happy family, and that these people would feel stuck and competitive, and these people would decide to invest in them again. The party they got in relationship could have held back from them. The happy family moved forward. And now this person feels stuck and has a lot of inner conflict about what to invest in. Do they invest with someone where they're going to be in regret? Or are they willing, and just for like money and materialism, or are they willing to go with the flow of the universe and take creative, inspired action in their life? Are they willing to go debate this in their mind and take the time to do that? Do I work on my own lack mentality? Do I decide to step up into my life and take action to get aligned within myself? Or am I going to get in a relationship where I feel in poverty and that one day might lead to divorce? You know? So there we go. You positive Cancer energies really don't have to worry about it. You're moving forward in the energy of love. If someone does come approach you, anyone, it doesn't have to be someone from your past, just be careful. There might be someone who wants to come and take from you and they want you to stay right here. They don't want to detach from their old foundation and move forward in the energy of love and see things from any other new perspective, because they have a lot of inner conflict about that, because maybe they thought it was all going to be about, working together and, working with the 3D world and money and materialism and stability. They never expected to become enlightened or see things from a new perspective. They never expected to put in work and effort on the regrets of the past that caused them to turn their back on changing, learning, and growing. And if they're not, I think you're going to take action forward to move away from these people. So I have this quote calendar, and I just randomly flip it before each reading. And you got, people give up because they think about how far they have to go instead of how far they've gotten. So yeah, don't worry about the future. The future will take care of itself. The universe helps us build our life whichever way we choose, whatever path we take. And, also the more we move forward in love and emotional balance, the quicker we move forward in our life, the more change that comes, not being stuck in stagnancy. So let the future take care of itself. Keep focusing on the present moment. And I wish you peace, love, and joy. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.